Welcome back to my YouTube channel Science for Brilliant Scholars. In last few weeks, I have discussed with you electrochemical cells, which means we have used chemicals and it produced electricity. Now today I am going to discuss that we are going to provide electricity and they are going to, the chemicals together, they are going to do some chemical change. Okay. First, I will start with copper sulphate solution. I am going to start with the copper sulphate solution. Here, I have provided electricity for the aqueous copper sulphate solution using a dry cell. Okay? And here, I want to provide electricity to this solution. So, this solution can conduct electricity. It is an ionic compound. So, I want just to provide electricity. So, see what are the electrodes? Not like electrochemical cells. If you can remember electrochemical cells, we have used electrodes which are one in the upper area in the activity series and one in the down. That means one is going to oxidize and the other electrode is going to reduce. But here I am using electrodes which are not going to react with the electrolyte. See what are the elements? Carbon and platinum. Usually we do not use platinum electrodes as since they are very expensive, but we can use carbon rods. What are the carbon rods available in your premises? Think about the inner rod in the dry cell. You can use that carbon rod for this, or you have another stationery which is an electrode, carbon electrode, that is your pencil. Even the pencil rod you can use here as a carbon rod. Okay, now we'll see what happens when we are providing electricity for the copper sulphate solution. So you know what is my pattern. First I am going to check what are the ions available in the solution. See, ions available in the solution. So you see, copper sulphate is going to break down into a cation and anion. And also I have told you earlier in my previous videos, when these two ions get separated, even the water induced and break down into two ions as this. So now these are the ions available in the solution. So there is a pattern. We don't have to worry and find what is the positive electrode and what is the negative electrode here. It's very easy. You know this is the positive terminal of the battery and this is the negative terminal. It's very easy. Where does the positive electrode is positive terminal is connected? This is the positive electrode. And where does the negative electrode is connected? This is the negative electrode. It's very easy. Now you have a pattern. First one, you have to identify what are the ions available in the solution. Second one, you have to think about ions go near. Ions go near. I will take first positive electrode. So what are the ions go near positive electrode? Yes, it's very easy. Positive ones attract negative electrodes. So sulphate and OH minus, SO4 minus and the OH minus. Okay, now they are going to the positive electrode and they have excess electrons. They do not like to bear these excess electrons. They want to remove these negative electrons. Okay, so which one is going to remove electrons? You have an activity series. You know the removing electron ability or oxidation is increases when you go up. But look at the series, you have only cations, you don't have anions. So I am going to teach you oxidation ability of these two anions. It's like this, OH minus and SO4 2 minus. When I put these two anions here, you can see which out of these two, which one has the more electron removing ability, which one is going to win. Yes, definitely OH minus located more upper in the activity series. So this one is going to win now. Now we will see what is the reaction near positive electrode. This pattern, you have to keep this in mind. This star marks, you have to keep that in mind and write down the equations once you get the question. So you can see OH minus going to the positive electrode to remove the electrons. So OH minus, what will it do? Electrons 4ක් remove කරනවා, 4 දෙනෙක් එකතු වෙලා. So if you can remember the electrochemical cells, you know what are the products they are going to form. So these are the products, 2 H2O molecules, H2O, so it's the liquid state, and also oxygen, which means gas. So when you consider about the observations near the positive electrodes, you would see water bubbles, air bubbles near the positive electrodes. Those are oxygen gas. Now look at the next one. Ions go near negative electrode. See, what are they? Negative electrode attacks the positive ions. What are the positive ions? Cu2 plus and the H plus. So out of these two, now they are ඒගොල්ලන්ට electrons අඩුයි. දැන් ඒගොල්ලෝ මොකද කරන්න යන්නේ? electrons gain කරන්නයි යන්නේ. මේගොල්ලන්ට electron වැඩි, ඒගොල්ලෝ remove කරා, මේගොල්ලෝ gain කරන්නයි යන්නේ. For the gaining purpose, for the reduction purpose. So out of these two, හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න ප්‍රශ්නේ දැක්ක ගමන් මෙතන activity series එක ලියා ගන්න ඕනේ. එයා තමයි ඔයාට කියන්නේ which one has the higher ability to reduce. So which one? මේ බලන්න මම reduction ability high කියලා පල්ලෙහාට යනකොට දාලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට Cu2 plus H plus කියන දෙන්නගෙන් කාටද reduction ability වැඩි? මේ දෙන්නගෙන් පල්ලෙහා ඉන්නේ copper. Copper is going to win. Okay, now we'll see what is the reaction there. It's going to, now you have to write reaction near negative electrode. So Cu2 plus, definitely write down the physical states, otherwise you won't get any marks. Gaining electrons, Cu2 plus. එයා කියන්නේ electron දෙකක් මැදි කියලානේ යා 2 plus එකෙන් කියන්නේ. එතකොට it gains 2 electrons and forms Cu. What? Is it a gas? No, it's a metal. Therefore, it makes the solid. Copper solid. So these are the two equations you get, number 1 and the number 2. I am going to erase the board and write down only the two equations of mine. See? 4OH minus AQ, 2H2O liquid plus O2 gas plus 4 electrons. This is the number 1 equation. And Cu2 plus AQ plus 2 electrons forms copper solid. This is the number 2 equation. So here they are gaining electrons, here they are removing electrons. Therefore we call it, removing electron is known as oxidation. Oxidation half reaction. Here copper 2 plus gaining electrons. Gaining means reduction. So this is the reduction half reaction. Now I want to remember you another thing. Oxidation සිද්ධ වෙන තැනට අපි මොකක්ද කිව්වේ? This is the anode. O-E-I-O-U. This is the anode. Gaining electrons වෙන තැනට තව නමක් කියනවා. That is cathode. Right, these are the two equations. Now we are going to add them together. Before that you can see මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන්නේ 4 electrons, මේකේ 2 electrons. ඉතින් මම මේක 4ක් කරන්න ඕනේ. For that purpose I am going to multiply this equation by 2. Cu2 plus Aq 4 electrons, 2 Cu solid. This is the third equation. Now I am going to add these together, plus 1 and the third one. So I am going to remove the second one. Now I don't want that. So this is the total cell reaction. Arrow in the middle, 4OH minus Aq plus, this one I wrote, 2Cu2 plus Aq, 4 electrons to 4 electrons I am going to cancel, 2H2O liquid plus O2 gas plus 2Cu solid. Now you can see air bubbles evolve at anode and the copper. How can you write the observation deposition of copper? Now copper gain the electrons and the deposit here. You will see red brown colored deposition at the cathode. Then solution එකේ Cu2 plus ඉති තමයි මේ ලස්සන නිල් පාට දෙන්නේ copper sulphate. හැබැයි ඒක ගිහිල්ලා මෙතන deposit වුණාම you can see the blue color of the solution diminishes, and this is the total cell reaction. ඔයා හරිද කියලා බලන්න ඔයාට පුළුවන්. මෙතන charge එක -4, මෙතන charge එක +4. Cancel. No charges. දෙපැත්තෙම charges නැහැ. So this is the total cell reaction of the electrolysis of copper sulphate solution. It's very easy. මගේ ඊළඟ lesson එකත් එක්ක අපි ඊළඟ වීඩියෝ එකේදී හම්බෙමු.